everybody, welcome to the 𝐂𝐴𝐷𝐿 Way. I'm Jessica. Today's video we are going to look inside our brand new Norse Heroes and Myths unit study. For this unit study you will need a few extra required resources. The first of which is the National Geographic Treasury of Norse Mythology book. The second required resource will be the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard's book series by Riordan. You're going to need book 1, 2, and 3. So you'll need the Sword of Summer, the Hammer of God, and the Ship of the Dead. And then the third resource, which this one is optional, is the Explore Norse Myths 25 Great Projects. There is an option to either work from projects from the Pinterest board or this. So that one is like an optional resource. Inside Norse Heroes and Myths, you will find this page, which has those required resources links, and then suggested additional resources you could use. So these are all extra books, extra fun activities like hands-on things, extra games, and extra videos or shows you could watch. And then each week of Norse Heroes and Myths is set up in a very similar fashion. So this page here is going to be kind of your planning page. It's going to tell you what to do on each of the 5 days. It's going to give you a YouTube playlist where you can click or scan the QR code to watch it. And then, like I said, that Pinterest board, you can click here or scan that QR code to access it. Each week includes copy work. So there is copy work for your child to copy. And then there's like kind of a teaching point where you can talk about and point things out from that passage. There is a different activity each week. You'll see as we flip through these activities have a lot of different variation. This one is a character profile for the main character, Magnus. There is a coloring page for each week. All of the coloring pages are custom coloring pages that have been hand-drawn by Kevin. Comprehension, this is going to be from the reading that week. So they are like fill in the blank, true and false. And then a guided research page. So this is going to be based off of the reading from the Norse Mythology book. And then there are just 3 kind of open-ended questions where your kid can write a little more either from that book or from further research kind of about what they read. And then, like I said, it repeats very similarly. So I'm going to flip through a few weeks just so you can kind of get an idea of what they look like. In week 7, you will finish the Sword of Summer, which is the first Magnus Chase book. And each time you finish a book, you will have a few different activities to complete. This one is a language skills. So we're going to be talking about similes and then parts of speech. There is also a word search for each of the books and a crossword puzzle that kind of acts as a review of the entire book. So each time you finish one of the books, so there's going to be 3 different parts in the study when you will do a language skills assessment, a fun word search, and a review crossword puzzle. And then as you finish, there's also an author study for the very last week and answer keys in the back to help you out as well. And of course, no 𝐂𝐷𝐿 Way study would be complete without a few games. So the first one we have is just a memory matching game. So you will lay all of these down and flip them over one at a time and try to match them. So we have Thor, Loki, Odin, Freyr. I'm not even going to try to pronounce some of these, but anyway, you get the idea. It's basically a gods and goddess memory match game. The second game we have is Norse Mythology Bingo. So you will just choose a calling card. So for example, we have Loki, and then you would just cover him and then keep going until somebody gets 5 in a row, vertically, horizontally, or diagonal, and then they've won bingo. The third game we have is Quest of the Nine Worlds. So this is a trivia-based game. You will have each player roll a dice, and then they will move that many spaces. Whatever the symbol is, so for example, if I had landed there, that is the trivia question that you would ask. And then you will keep a name and a tally and a final score for each player as you play the game. You can either play until like everybody gets to the finish, and then you can see who has the highest score, or you can play for a certain amount of time, so you could just finish and keep going. Like if you're like, oh, we have 15 minutes, let's play for 15 minutes. That can work as well. The last game that we have is Magnus Chase Jeopardy. So in traditional Jeopardy style, we have the 5 categories from 1 to 500 points. We have the answers, which are technically the questions, and the questions, which are technically the answers, because you would say, for example, Magnus is the son of this Norse god. The answer would be, who is Frey? And then we have an answer sheet so that each person playing can write down their answer and then their score if they've gotten it correct. Obviously, whoever gets the highest score in the end is the winner.